trying to keep their season alive. These fans are all right.
Guard from the Harris County Sheriff's Office. Our national anthem.
Oh, that's gleaming, whose broad stripes, the bones bursting in of the free.
6 to get going. Astros and Phillies, a lot on the line tonight.
To advance this to a Game 7, they've got to get something out of 2 and 3. Put some
catcher to their roster, Corey Lee. The addition of Lee protects them if
the Astros have a World Series no-hitter.
Be cool, calm, phenomenal. You have before.
Presented by Capital One. Game 6 about to begin. We go to
in the 8th inning and lost. Last year, his Astros against him back to a Game 6. A chance to change.
On the mound here for Game 6. And what a difference a year makes. He's faced them twice over the last month. And John, he's struck out 19 with here in Game 6. Will look like this. Kyle Schwarber to lead it off, and then Hoskins and Rio.
It was his highest velocity he's had all year, so that RPM was rev.
To clinch. What's the difference emotionally?
Well, emotionally, when you're having
Pitcher had gone in a World Series game in 3 years when he took it in Game 2.
Should be ready to hit a fastball in this at bat early in the first 2 pitches.
As rocks and fires, and off we go with ball 1, and immediately don't. That's popped back out of play, 1-1.
Third base side of the rubber. His toe is barely.
28-year-old delivers a 1-1 pitch. That's taken low. A check swing, but on a 1-2 pitch. Schwarber takes. Oh, he was headed back to the dugout.
He's like, okay, all right. He
on 2-2. That's ball 3. But the Phillies chased half of him. Here's his payoff. And he winds up walking Schwarber.
But you got to make a couple good ones. He let that one out of the zone.
To move on from thing. Deuces a bouncing ball. They get the out at second, and they turn.
That's outstanding. And that's an outstanding double play.
Hit 3 balls in the air. And so a lineup that's relied.
Typical at bat.
Well, you were talking about it.
That was really good.
And the issues are
something has to give.
1-1 from Framber Valdez. Real Muto shoots it down the line. Foul, 1-2.
But he is juiced up, no doubt. The Astros have pitched him perfectly, but the reason they can do that is
on a 2-2 pitch. Real Muto takes ball 3, and actually that hit him.
So will Bryce be ready?
It's side sliding play. Jeremy Pena. What a postseason. Yuli Gurriel is not in the game. He injured his knee. Part of the reason the Phillies made it to the World Series, but in his World Series,
Tuve, I would not throw a first pitch fastball in. That's for sure.
Yeah. Ball 1 at 98. 46 over his last 5 games. Watches the strike. 99. 1-2.
Right now, he's pitching every inning as if it's
home of the 1-2 pitch. Fastball at 98, and a good series with a nice defensive play to finish the top of the inning.
I mean, that's a great play.
Where he hit his 4th home run of the postseason. He's hitting 3.
Everything down.
Edmundo Sosa.
As pitches over there, they get close to where they land.
Center field, slicing to Kyle Schwarber. He's got it. And on out the innovator in all. And by Capital One. Leads off against Framber Valdez. Use a double play ball.
Valdez is thrown now.
Get back-to-back takes from this guy. Yeah, that remains the case. And so don't swing when you see spin.
Yeah, but the aggressive swingers.
3 straight curves, 1 and 2, and the last 2 have been.
And he just puts the hitter in a defensive position.
Home of the 1-2. It's Janos bounces that one just foul. And he was going to reach.
Whew, that's close.
Yeah. Then
postseason for the most part.
Another 1-2 pitch. A fastball, and he gets the call down there at the side of the infield with Altuve and Mancini. For Trey Mancini, his first one away. Alec Bohm. First hit of the game for the Phillies.
Got a fastball, and it was down, and he went down.
A man aboard for Gene Segura, who takes a strike, and the Phillies 1-1. Could stop Maldonado. Tale of 2019 when they were in this. 1-2. Gonna fight, and Phil's do it one more time. Valdez to Segura with a 1-2. It's a late swing to send that one foul. Second inning. A 1-2 pitch again, and it's in the dirt for ball 2.
When he's completely connected to it, and of course he can throw that.
Here's another 2-2. It is strike 3 as the curveball falls.
He's going to get a lot of strikes and strikeouts.
More strikeouts on that curveball than any 12. 1-0. Debuted late last season. On a 1-0 from Valdez. Fielding takes ball 2. Home at first. 2-0 to the plate. Low for ball 3. Very few moments where he's been 5th year. He's gotten better and better. And he misses ball 4. Bell puts him at first and second for the Phillies, and John
or curveballs. So see if he stays with that same plan.
Sosa got a first pitch fastball and fouled it off. Since then, Stott's gone 0 for 13. 0-1. A break onto the track at the wall. He's stays 0-0, and Alex Bregman leads off against Zach Wheeler, who continues. Bounce to Sosa. He's retired the first 4.
Throughout the game, I don't mess with runners on. I mean, the
All-Star takes inside, and it's 1-1. Perfect. 1-2.
Knowing that this is your last start of the year.
On 1-2. This is up and away, and the other thing is he's actually
underneath the ball. When you get underneath the ball, you throw.
Is 2-2. Check swing foul. Zach Wheeler. Foul.
Now Zach was trying to hook it foul.
Wheeler rocks and fires.
Oh, that's out.
Try to come to the back door and missed. It's a 3-2. And it's a fastball that's hit foul. Season when he struck out 25, walked only 3. It'll be a 10th.
And really rocking until he gets ready to hit.
On the 10th pitch, Tucker takes ball 4.
Now we're going to work the bottom of the lineup and see if he's
Cini in the lineup filling in for Gurriel. It's the second catcher Vasquez who does
tonight. A lot of right-handed hitters, but got to be careful.
Tucker aboard with 1 away. First one to Vasquez. Boy, he swings at a ball. It might. Oh, 2 in the World Series. Looking at. Out of the short. 6-4-3 and a double play. Go to the field with Ken Rosenthal.
Well, guys, we've talked a lot about
16. They were down 3-1. And on that experience, Schwarber takes ball 2.
There's statements you always hear in the post. Feels that way, usually doesn't come out on top. Anything can happen. So if I'm the Phillies, that's what I'm saying. For that simple reason. So much different.
2-1 pitch. Schwarber takes strike 2. The last time, John. Schwarber starts the 3rd and takes strike 3.
Game plays on.
And now back into that part of the order that you've pointed out.
What's up?
No swing. One game with 4 strikeouts. For a defensive play cost him a run. But you look, he'll pick himself up again. He's worked at 4 here. It's a fastball. It's bounced to 3rd, but it's just foul.
I mean, that is like
another 3-2 pitch. Turns and deals. Hoskins watches strike 3. Curveball falls in there to get.
How hard this pitch is to make up your mind. You see that, you might be able to hit it.
Curve misses to Real Muto. Last 1-1 to get one in the Dominican Republic. The first couple of years, though, wasn't like. And now his 2-1 pitch is a fastball for strike 2, and that is played up.
And the hitter
2-2 strikes out the side. Mistakes in one city. Got the Tex-Mex here. He is strike 1. 0-1 pitch to Mancini is bounce foul. He's got a great beating cancer. He wasn't thinking about getting back to playing third. Here's an 0-2.
A good take.
Deals 2-2. Cracks his bat. That's foul. And seeing a lot of big time. Fast. Trey Mancini with his first hit of the postseason.
And Wheeler maybe wishing he had gone.
McCormick happens to be at his best, going back and he broke his bat
Here by McCormick. Maybe the new one.
With that new bat, swings and misses, and we go down to Tom Verducci.
Tonight, I am framing that and
McCormick, who leaves a fastball upstairs, and the count evens 2 in the major leagues. At one point, on a 2-2 from Zach Wheeler, he takes ball 3.
It's been pretty simple the last 2 games. The top 5 guys
on 3-2. Brits Wheeler out at second, safe at first
because he's got a bat flying over his head.
And so he does get the first. Strike 1. Wheeler. Maldonado takes inside 1-1. You love that as a pitcher. You break somebody in kind of like a. Alec Bohm's got to hurry just in time, and he
have to feel like there was a panic bare hand throw and get him out just barely.
RBI.
And I'll take advantage of it.
1 ball, no strikes. In front in game 6. He's ahead 2-0.
Uphill with those, takes 2 pitches in at bat in a row. Yes.
And now on 2-0, it's pinpoint and strike 1 in 3 straight. Altuve. Strike 2.
The pitcher knows where it's going to be, and at the last second
fouls it off as Wheeler sticks. That's all he's thrown. Altuve. He strikes him out. Sticks with the authentic on-field caps, tees, hoodies, and more. First pitch curve, strike.
Going into this game, 14 out of 21.
That one's a little bit high, and we go down.
after he was hit in the face himself.
On a 1-1. Knees are buckled. 1-2. On a 1-2 pitch, Harper gets another breaker and takes it. Ball 2-1. Yeah, there's not too many times in this postseason where he's on a 2-2. Harper swings and misses. It was a fastball and it
eats him up. Look at the movement. It's right down.
He's for Framber Valdez in 15 innings against the Phillies.
I mean, he's locked in. And what could have got you?
0-2. Moments of his career was one of the first conversations he had with Dustin. His 0-2. Dragged left side and foul.
They have their own timing mechanism. And when they think they've got
0-2 to Castellanos. Back foot. Misses. 1-2. Shakes a few times. His 1-2.
Oh, no, did it go?
No swing. 2-2.
And that's why it's enticing to do. And there you see it right there. Just about impossibly beat him.
Here's his 2-2. And foul. A lot of the play with that one.
Yeah, he was late. Same height might entice a swing.
Another 2-2 from Framber Valdez is in the dirt.
It's too low. Here.
Payoff pitch. Spoils it.
It's a hitter that I think, again, next year is going to be a total.
Another 3-2. Strike 3 call.
But the little hesitation and fastball definitely.
2 up, 2 down, 4th inning. Alec Bohm. First pitch here. There's a curve for a strike. No big deal for Kyle Tucker. That's a 1-2-3 4th inning for Framber World Series. It's a 7-game hitting streak back to the last game of the. Cutter to the corner for a stripper
in the offense. You got to keep them quiet, and they
get out of the division series without a since. Pops this one into shallow center for Sosa.
See, I'm dropped, but no one ever does that anymore. Just because I think the fear
pushed him in the 1st inning and then in the 5th. Series in his career. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
Well, the one thing that Zach has mind because no one pitches them like that. So if
ball's in here, another fastball. It's fouled into the glove and it's
get swings and misses.
Really? On an 0-2 pitch. Breckman fouls it off.
Now that up in, but that's center cut.
Wheeler tries again. This time a spinner, and he's out in front for strike 3.
The numbers against it are awful for hitters. Kind of spots in the World Series, you're just trying to get away from
the verge of elimination to boot. Segura charges and gets tuckered. World Series on Fox is presented by Capital One.
But you got to win the first 5 innings. At least that's the way you would feel.
Segura, and an easy play for Jose Altuve. One go. Unique. 2-0.
Really, over the course of time, you repeat those.
2 up, 2 down. Walk-off home run. Strike 1.
This is reminding him, man, just scratch a run and then let our bullpen.
Of his own, home with an 0-2 pitch. 6 1/3, just 1 run. Game 6. Another 0-2 pitch.
You could blindfold every pitcher, and you can know if it's obvious.
Here's 1-2. Fouled off. Sosa barely stays alive.
He's out at that same slot.
He's carving through him tonight. Well, the hardware is in the house tonight. Astros trying to. Wheeler comes home. Strike 1 with a fastball. Second, Jim Segura. And Vasquez the first out of the 5th.
Language, Mancini was caught in between.
Give him a fastball that Mancini.
Deadline pickup from the Orioles. He takes by the hands, and it's 1-1.
End of the dugout. If this team
The 1-2.
Oh, nope.
The day that closest he's been since Game 6 in 2002. A 2-2 to Mancini. A good pitch from Wheeler. 2 gone in the 5th. Chas McCormick with 2 gone. Takes a strike.
The only thing you watch for when a pitcher gets.
His 0-2 to McCormick. Fastball got him swinging.
It's not desperate time yet for Philly, but the way this game.
Valdez has retired 10 straight. His first one to Schwarber's in for a strike. A little tighter wins in this series have reflected their season-long identities per year. Valdez doing it again here in Game 6. Ahead of
Stay longer and wait on a breaking ball, but
2. It's a gone. Astros blink first.
Has been doing this. Check that off as an execute.
Experienced guy in the postseason on this Phillies roster. Next, Framber Valdez gives up a home run at home. Again, this one much easier. And real season. Harper shows bunt and takes a ball.
To get guys ready to finish this game.
Harper, line hooking, foul.
Into his 2nd game in the World Series.
Curve gets him to chip. It's the only Phillies to home run back-to-back games in the World Series. 1 ball, 1. Until there, he hit.
Philadelphia has challenged.
To get hit, and so clearly
He's taking an intentional walk by getting right on top of the plate, essentially.
Players move in the box at all anymore. They plant their
First one, very high. 1 ball, no strikes. Altuve takes ball 2. And the second one, Segura to first, not in time. Answering all the questions that have been asked along this season.
And those throwovers, by the way, are to give the big left hand.
On this 1-0, Pena heads for 3rd. Vierling's throw comes into 2nd.
Trying to answer.
Sit for Jeremy Pena, has runners at the corners.
Much better situation as opposed to bases.
First pitch, ground ball foul.
Trying to mess up the.
He's ahead 2-1.
Nobody out. That's 2 runs or less would be getting out of a jam.
2-1, Alvarez hits us, turned upside down.
It's the loudest this place has been in a while. In a series, and unfortunately Alvarado knew right away.
At the park home run. Then he comes to the United States.
Camera well and down the first base line. Don't tell me.
If it holds up, all 3 home runs is Kyle Tucker. Ball 1 gets away from Realmuto. And
that guy had no chance of catching a home run ball. As everything gets critiqued, everything gets second guessed, everything.
Full count. And throughout the series, just a different kind of problem.
You rarely.
Tucker on 3-2. Grounds one again, foul.
What the Philadelphia Phillies have been able to do.
Another 3-2. Tucker down swinging for the 5 games. Doesn't get any better. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, there may be someone's going to have to hit a cutter. And
Field Christian Vasquez. Massive insurance run. Knocked it.
Oh, don't think it would have mattered, but what a huge.
Gura, good range across his body and a pick from. So this is up to the Astros bullpen. We need to erase a deficit. That's a strike and it's 1-1. Did it in the.
That's how they got here.
Deals Castellanos. Altuve says that he's got it and does.
Done in the postseason. That's and 6 of those that have helped them so far.
Good. And the pitching staff has. He's 1 for 3. Nearest flames a fast chance to play in the postseason. Hit free agency. And Gura with the bases empty and 2 out. Laid on a fastball.
Which it's in the big leagues, they will always hold it.
0-2 pitch. Got him. Hector.
The Phillies have done in this season to get to this point. You might as well.
It defied logic over and over. Swing and a miss from. Strike 1 from. But hooked it off the end of the barrel. Kyle Schwarber runs under it, 2 away. 0 for 3 with a couple.
That has made that target.
Done a similar thing. They're going to see with a 2-2. Altuve digs it out.
They got a hanger right in the
hits in this game.
Yeah, as much as I'm a pitcher at heart.
For the Dodgers in 1959, and then Levon Hernandez. 0-2 to him. Chased a breaking ball, and that finishes up postseason. Compete to win $50 grand. Enter MLB Base Chase. And Bryson Stott will pinch hit for Matt Vierling. Strike 1. Caught at third. Trying to get some traffic ahead of the top of the order. Is 2-1. But Tucker settles under it, and Marsh is out number 2. Because from the time he was 11 or 12, he was working 2 jobs to. Strike 1. Wicked rip.
More lost. But boy, he found it in the right time.
He's in 1 for 20. 6 home runs in 11 games since. Shows bunt with 2 strikes. Pops it up. Back. Manager. And here in his 25th year. Brandon Marsh into the game in center. 1-2 on Alvarez.
3-run home.
Swings, they remember the big moments, the moments that last. Alex Bregman spins this one back foul. Friends at Joe Namath and Rob. 0-2. Ball 1. And no bigger fans up there. Another 3-2 is a crazy hit for Bregman. On his way to second, Schwarber's throw.
And to the outside part of the bag. Ooh.
I hope he's coming shortly.
So what? That
broke his finger earlier this year. Pass on some advice.
The runner is out. Philadelphia will retain.
Closer Ryan Presley. Shot foul 1-2.
Oh my.
Schwarber will make the call and the catch. Ryan Presley got a 5-out save in game 5. Reminds you that the World Baseball Classic is 0 for his last 13. Swings and misses. Ryan Presley came over at the deadline and 2-1 pitch. Bounce foul and it's 1-2.
Fastball, and then he throws a knuckle curve that is.
Tucker. Astros 2 outs away. JT Realmuto. A lot of Phillies have hope. Yordan Alvarez. The Astros are 1-out and fell to the Braves. There goes the runner, Kyle Tucker. This time they finish the job. Has his ring in his 25th year as a man.